Visitors at the 1974 Basel Fair noticed that among the year's novelties was the booth of a new luxury brand bearing the name of its founder. Jean Boucher Lassale was a 35-year-old French industrialist who developed a successful business in the field of magnetic tapes. Having seen opportunities in the watchmaking sector, he set up his company in Geneva in late 1973. The display window in Basel left no doubts about the newcomer's objectives. Lassale specialized in ultra-thin mechanical watches from the very start, an unexpected approach at a time when thick quartz timepieces were the talk of the town. The case designer was Frank Butger, a freelance contributor for IWC and Universal, among others. The movements came from Frederic Piguet, which supplied high-end calibers to the likes of Patek Philippe and Rolex. If Lassale's early steps were somewhat unconventional, what happened next had everyone's jaws dropping in amazement. The manual winding and automatic models of the 1976 collection were the thinnest wristwatches ever made. A feat made possible by two in-house movements developed and patented by the technical director Pierre Matisse. The thickness of 1.2 mm was the result of an entirely new movement concept. The one-piece plate featured 14 ball bearings supporting all the overhanging moving parts. Each ball bearing contained 5 0.2 mm balls. Only the anchor and the balance wheel were mounted under separate bridges. The self-winding version featured 17 ball bearings, a platinum oscillating weight, and a thickness of 2 mm. The two movements earned Lassale gold medals at international exhibitions in New York, Geneva, and Brussels. The finishing of the cases designed by Butger and supplied by Atelier Réuni added to the attractivity of a line that counted more than 70 models. Lassale found distribution channels in a few European countries and the Far East, but sales were not as hoped and financial issues soon arose. A partnership was established with two companies. Lemania took care of movement manufacturing, while Omega obtained a non-exclusive distribution license. The situation worsened anyway, and in December 1979, Lassale was forced to stop production and put the brand up for sale. The whole of the Swiss industry was struggling at the time, so Seiko took over, and Lassale became a subsidiary of the Japanese company. Seiko Lassale was the name given to classic-looking watches, whose slim cases were the only common features with their Swiss predecessors. Quartz movements replaced the record-breaking wonders of the 1970s. But the latter did not disappear. The anonymous dial of this sample, equipped with the Lassale self-winding movement, suggests that it was assembled after New Lemania bought the relevant patents, perhaps as a demonstration item meant for potential customers. The new owners resumed production in 1981, only modifying the escapement wheel and the time-setting mechanism. The movements were initially supplied to Piaget and subsequently to Vacheron Constantin as well. The Lassale brand enjoyed a short-lived revival of popularity in the mid-1980s thanks to the Thalassa sports watch. The company remained in Japanese ownership until bankruptcy was declared in 2006. As for Jean Lassale himself, In 1986, he claimed that Seiko did not meet the contract terms and tried without success to cancel the sale. He passed away in Geneva in 2009.